As you consider your next barn project, you've got lots to think about. How will you milk your cows? How will you manage manure? And what changes will you make to achieve better production results? Will you make changes in ventilation or lighting? Will you increase stall sizing? Or do you need to make cow comfort improvements to better achieve your results? That's a lot to think about. When you're thinking about stall comfort, we'd like to talk to you. You see, we've been installing DCC waterbeds in barns for nearly 15 years, and that's added up to hundreds of thousands of DCC waterbeds in dairy barns all over the world. We're in small barns, in big barns, in barns with and without robots, of all different colors in fact. We're in tie stalls.
Oh, my name is Rainer Degen. I live in Alexandria, Ontario. Originally was born in Germany, and we bought this place in 1985. So we have been in this country here for over 30 years now. Reason why I choose waterbeds, I had looked into soft mats, I had looked in pasture mats. My concern was that with time cows standing on pasture mat or on soft mats, I had soft mats before, the softness disappears, you're getting little low spots where manure and urine and sometimes when cows were leaking milk is accumulated, which caused mastitis issues. So I was looking for a mat that would retain and regain in shape after the cows stayed on it. So waterbeds seem to be a good option, and the material seemed to be very solid, that I could expect a longevity out of those beds. I decided to go with the waterbeds. The waterbeds have been in since October 2015. I have seen a big improvement. We have not seen any more swelling on hogs and on legs on the cows.
We're in free stalls.
I would say how the cows lay in the water beds is probably more comfortable. A third of the year, sand freezes as soon as it sits out in the pile for more than that afternoon. So that's the best part about it, is 365 days out of the year, they're laying in the exact measurements that are supposed to be the best for them. Sand, if you get maybe 2 days a week that they're in the exact measurements that you want them to be at, you know, production-wise, I'd say we're consistent, whatever, the same as what we were. Hawk swelling, since I put them in, I actually only have one heifer that I see any hawks. I guess the best way I'm going to say it is it just, we all know sand's going to be a problem in the long run, you know, for your ground. So it's definitely not costing us any more. We never lost any production by going to it. So I mean, I guess it's one of those things that it's like everything else. You look at it in the long run, it should be a no-brainer. I mean, it's just you know, you're not dependent on sand, because obviously more and more people that use sand, and more it's going to go up in price.
So where there are cows in stalls, we've got a solution. Now we know that you have other choices available, and for each of those options, we can connect you with a farmer who chose DCC waterbeds instead. Because when it comes to cow comfort, DCC waterbeds can offer you the longest lasting, consistent performing product on the market. We won't pack and harden like foam or rubber mats do. We won't require the intense management and capital that manure solids do. And unlike sand, DCC Waterbeds Comfort won't wear out your equipment, won't fill up your manure pit, and won't ruin your soil composition. So while good quality, well-maintained sand-filled stalls might be good for cow comfort, sand just doesn't always add up. And that's just not good for your bottom line.
I mean, I've pumped out my pits probably three, maybe 4 times since we went to it, and I mean, it's just almost amazing how, you know, when you had sand, it would pump around the pump, and anywhere from there to the 70 foot you go out, it would just continuously go up because of the solids that you couldn't stir. But now you stir about the same amount of time, probably even less, and it just, the whole pit is consistently same level.
Now, just like all cows aren't created equally, waterbeds aren't either. We've been in the cow waterbed business for nearly 20 years. In the beginning, we sold and installed single chamber waterbeds, but that bed just wouldn't keep water where the cow needed it most, under her hocks and under her knees. So in 2003, we invented the dual chamber cow waterbed, which led to our current version, the dual chamber ISO waterbed. Because with DCC Waterbeds, your cows get the float, that cushion of water that keeps the pressure off of her hocks and off of her knees, so she keeps producing for you. Better cows means better production and better quality. So for long-lasting comfort, trust DCC Waterbeds to give your cows comfort built to last.
Dairy farmers aim for maximum cow comfort to create the most productive herd, of course. Unfortunately, dairy farmers are faced with 3 major animal health issues that must be addressed as soon as symptoms appear. Swollen hocks. As the cow is lying down, pressure points on the hocks are formed, caused by a hard surface. The resulting swelling will affect the joint. This will strongly reduce the mobility as well as the productivity of the cow. Hairless hocks, caused by mattresses that insulate the body heat of the cow and resulting in hair loss on the hocks. The bald spot on the skin dries out and forms little cracks. Dirt may penetrate the skin, causing a high risk of inflammation on the outside of the hock. And mastitis. Insulated body heat of the cow creates extra leaked milk. Any such leaked milk remaining on the mattress will increase the risk of cross-contamination and generate a higher cell count. Solutions are available that take the pressure points away, such as deep litter boxes. However, all such solutions are very time-consuming and costly. Other solutions, such as mattresses filled with solid substances, are subject to deformation, and the cow is unable to dissipate her body heat. This solution is far from ideal, and neither is it sustainable. Waterbeds are mattresses filled with a liquid that mark the end of deformation. Waterbeds are sustainable and provide ultimate comfort for your cows. The bed is unrolled, assembled, and filled with water. The results? No pressure points as the cow kneels on 2 separate water compartments. The water conducts the heat to the cold surface underneath. The dual waterbed is extremely low in maintenance. Any leaked milk will flow away after the cow gets back onto her feet, thus lowering the risk of infections. Long story short, these sustainable dual waterbeds save on labor and litter. They also guarantee more hygienic conditions and a healthier herd. You finally end up with happy cows. For more information, visit our website